PGL Major Stockholm Day 3 is here. We've had some names through to the Legends stage, and of course one of them is now Entropiq, 3-1 in the Challenger stage, and now a couple of days off to prepare for the next stage. So let's first of all kind of like talk through the run that you've had here so far. You had that close win, a close loss against Big to open up the stage, but then from that point you've recovered and gone undefeated, taking down some big names. So tell me about what went wrong in that opening match and how you guys managed to adapt from that.
Well, our first match wasn't so hard for us, to be honest. It was first game for 3 of our players, but we didn't feel super pressure. The game was kind of smooth, but we made some important mistakes on the second half. And after the game, we were feeling like, guys, see, we just lost a stupid game. We could have won that, but no one cares. We're 0-1 and we can go further. The next match was against Astralis, and coming to this match we were pretty confident as they lost to Flames really hard, and we knew that Vita can go to Dust too, and we wanted to play that map against them. So the match went really nice for us. They played really passive on CT, and it was easy for us to make our executes. The next match against Movistar was really super nervous. Yeah. I felt the pressure, everyone felt the pressure during the game, because obviously I respect Movistar, they made a really good job, but on this tournament maybe we are favorites in this matchup, and we're still a young team which doesn't understand their full power yet, and we're coming to the match as a favorite. We always struggle. It's easier for us to play against stronger opponents. It may sound a little bit weird, but it's like that. Sure. So that match was really hard. When we came to the Vita, we thought that it's going to be Ancient on overpass 100%, but they removed Ancient at the beginning, even though they're really good on this map, and they beat G2 and Flames, and all their matches were really close. So we were preparing for that match, but I think they were afraid of our win rate. So they removed this map, and we knew that they wanted to play Mirage, and we say, okay, even though our recent results were pretty awkward, to be honest, we lost 16-0 to Gambit and 16-8 to 9Z on EM qualifier. Yeah. We felt like this is map Spanish guys are always good on Vertigo, on Inferno, but Mirage is always not the map you associate with the Spanish Counter-Strike. Okay. But the match was really hard, to be honest. We had a good lead at the beginning, but then we just lost it because of stupid mistakes, and the game was really nervous. Coming to match against Heroic, first map, we started ST. Yeah, Ancient, obviously. It's one of the best maps. We picked it as we predicted. So we started not so good. Lost a lot of rounds where we had the plans and just were super nervous on the retakes, and they just took so many rounds that we should have won. Now on the second side, we were coming with 7 rounds ST, which is really good on Ancient. I think this is pretty city-sided map. So coming to the second side, we felt pretty confident, but something went wrong, and we lost this map. I was kind of mad because I told the guys, look, they let us play, just feel it. You are making too much respect on them on several moments. You should play more aggressive. If we have a round when you should push. You shouldn't be afraid. That's it. And Nuke is our map. We played whole BO1s at EM Fall. We had 4 nukes in group. Right. And this is map we kind of play good or bad sometimes. But the last match before the major, we played against Dignitas, and I think that they have really nice nuke, and we made the comeback. It was pretty the same situation. We were down 2-6 a match against Heroic. And again, we were kind of afraid because everyone felt pressure. I said, guys, we should just steamroll them all the time, because they're really good. I think they have really nice nuke, Heroic, really nice nuke. It's meta nuke, but if we play standard default, it will be easy for us, for them to beat us. But after that, we followed the game plan. Coming to second side, we did some nice executes and played fearlessly, and that's what's important. So it feels great, not gonna lie.
How much did you lose your confidence after the Ancient? Because that was a map that Heroic only played once before that. Haven't really had much of an experience. Was it hard to prepare for them? Was it kind of difficult to figure out what they were going to do?
Well, there is only one demo from against Endpoint, and I think there is not so many things on Ancient right now which can surprise you. Obviously, it's pretty the same situation. The thanks for NIP for a great default, which every team in the world uses right now, with 2 smokes and 2 mollies, with 1 molly, sorry. So we had the pretty same T sides, but Of course, after losing our map pick and coming to Nuke, everyone in the world thought that we are done. But and after 1-6 as City, but it is what it is.
Now, one of my thoughts before the tournament was kind of like around Ali and him not having the best performance at IEM Fall. I know he was kind of struggling with consistency, something that he's always been really good at, you know, just showing up every match. That wasn't really the case at IEM Fall. He had some big moments and some low moments. Here, he's just been kind of like back to the alien that we've known. So how important has he been, and has his consistency been to the success we've had so far?
To be honest, like Ellen was carrying us all the time, not like all games, but he was #1 player for sure. But in my vision of CS, every player is important. Every player has to do his role, and yes, Ellen is, you know, he's very really don't like when he underperforms. But I told him, like, look, even though you underperformed, you played good, and we qualified. That's what's important. And on the major, when we're gonna come, you just need to do what you do. And before the first day, he was really nervous, and he said, like, I was struggling on the EM Fall against these guys, how I'm gonna play on major. I said, bro, you've been rising since like last year. You work every day really hard. You do everything to become better. I don't see any particular reason to play bad here. Just be confident. I'm with you. Like we work together for a long time, and just if I'm confident in you, like why shouldn't you be confident in yourself? So and you know, he sit. We have a couple of beers before the day one, and just to relax him. And we came to play first day. I felt like all the alien is back.
Now, you guys have been in this kind of like that top 15 to top 20 position for quite a while now. You stand out amongst the kind of like the tier 2 teams, but maybe you're still not kind of like waiting to find that next level to reach the kind of like the tier 1 and to compete against those guys. Obviously, you know, the run that you guys have had here, that's some big names that you've taken down on the way, you know, in Astralis and Heroic especially. So tell me about kind of like what you've been missing and whether that's something that you've been able to find for the major.
We played a lot of online tournaments. First of all, we qualified for ESL Pro League. Like there were no tier 1 teams, but it was really important for our team, and we were really disappointed that we couldn't come to LAN as all other teams. And then we played a lot of home sweet home cups and other tournaments where we played against good teams. We had experience playing against EG, Furia, Force, and teams like that. So, and we were losing in final complexity, but all games were really close. Mouse Sports, super close games. Like we lost to Mouse Sports 2 games on overtimes, and we're just missing that. Like in important moments, we just need to chill down and like not to rush the things, because it's really important to understand your power. And we were like, you know, super high, guys, let's go fast and stuff. So that made us a big problem, but also made a really important thing that coming to this LAN, it was obviously that we played really a lot. Before the tournament, we had a boot camp. We were playing 10 hours a day at least. Like the last 2 days, I'm not gonna lie, players were already puking of CS, like they didn't want to see. And our last 2 results on qualifiers were upsetting. Like we lost to Sinners 9Z and Mad Lions, like 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. And I said, guys, and what's important, I said, and Krat said also, like before the tournament, it's sometimes it's good to lose games, to understand that like not everything goes good, that you need to change something. Sure. But it's not a big deal losing. Now CS is really stacked, and in online every team can beat every team, and online it's going to be a different story. So coming to this LAN, we were pretty confident with ourselves.
So do you feel like going into the Legend stage, you've kind of found the way to kind of play against these top teams that maybe you've struggled against, maybe not struggled against, but, you know, have had issues with kind of closing out those close games? You know, this time you actually managed to win one of those, you know, against Heroic, that being a pretty big standout match. Yeah. So how do you think you stack up against those top teams that you're going to meet in the next stage now?
I think there is really great teams like Navi, Gambit, Vitality, obviously. I forgot NIP, yes, yeah. Of course, home team, and all 4 teams also good. Furia, every team is good, but it's LAN CS. We respect them as a team, but we're not going to fear them.
Sure. How confident are you about your kind of chances to go to the playoffs now?
Well, I think that everything in our hands. If I will tell the players that this is not an achievement, of course it's nice. I'm not going to lie, like get into Legends, but if you think this is an achievement, then we're fucked.
Right. Now, so far you guys have only played in the practice rooms. You know, it's something that you haven't had the experience of playing on the stage. You mentioned how you have some of those inexperienced players, young players, you know, who haven't really been in this position before too much. So, do you think anything will change once you guys get to potential like stage matches and stuff like that?
Let's be pretty logical. So we play, we qualified to Legends from room, yeah. Sure. But even we play from studio, it's just a little bit more space. Sure. There is no viewers, so basically just the tables change and the background. Okay. And so players can sit 5 in a row. That's the only change, I think. And if we qualify for next stage, maybe we're going to have some pressure, I don't know, but I think that players should enjoy it, because they worked hard, and it's not like a surprise or some lucky moment that they came here. If you work hard, you worth it. So I will try to relax them. I will do my best, promise.
Great. Well, thank you very much. That's it from me. We're going to come back with more video interviews, hopefully in the future. So stay tuned to HL TV as we continue our major